everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, it seems that Foodie Beauty is indeed on her visa run, although she's trying to deny that she's on a visa run. It's very apparent now that she's trying to do a border hop and don't know where she is right now. She might be in Kuwait. She might be in Saudi Arabia, like doing the border hop right across the border and then back again. I don't know if she's run into complications with her visa hop, visa run. I got a feeling that she has run into some kind of complications just simply based on the community post that she's recently put out. As someone that I've been reacting to Foodie for quite a while, she lashes out at people when things don't go her way. Like she gets especially nasty if there's a fly in her ointment. Like she gets really, really angry and she takes out her anger on other people. So Chantal still hasn't gone live. She did put out a couple of videos, although one of the videos that she put out, she kind of told on herself. The grocery haul video that she put out, she showed the date on a packet of meat, and the date on the packet of meat was dated 2 days prior. So, like, she told on herself. She chose to make that content. She wanted to make some quick content before her visa run and then have it uploaded and just schedule it to be released as a way to cover her tracks for the visa run. But that footage just essentially told on her. She was just so eager to make content, she told on herself. So everybody's aware that she's doing a visa hop, visa run. And Chantal, like, honestly, I don't know what you're mad at. I don't know why you're mad at Girl World or the community. Listen, this whole thing of being mad at Girl World, you need to remember who started the fire. You need to remember who had the matches first. You did. Long ago, you started playing this game with Girl World, this really weird, strange, manipulative game of I'm going to lie. I'm going to tell a bunch of lies just to see what lies are believed and what lies are found out. It's just like this one big, gigantic, long game that you play with Girl World. You like to lie and you like to get away with lying, although you are a bad liar. You get mad when Girl World points out your lies or you try to change the narrative, and then we bring up past video clips that dispute your manipulative narrative. You don't like that whole thing, and yet you just won't stop lying. Like, if you're going on a visa run or a visa hop, why not just say, look, I'm in Kuwait. I'm a tourist. Yes, I am on a tourist visa. Yes, I have to get the visa renewed. So I'm going to go to get it renewed. What is wrong with saying that? What is wrong with just being truthful? I mean, in all honesty, nobody cares about the visa itself. What everybody cares about are the lies that you tell. You go to great lengths to lie when you don't have to. It's not like you're committing a crime, right? So why lie to us? Why treat your audience and Girl World and the reactors like we're stupid? We're not stupid. As much as you try to convince yourself that we're stupid, we're not. And I think you really hate that. You hate the fact that you aren't as smart as you think you are. You're not as good of a liar as you think you are. And over again, Girl World, we prove that you're a bad liar and we catch you in your lies, and yet you just won't stop. And now you're mad. Maybe you're stuck across the border. Maybe there's been some complications. Maybe you can't get another visa or get a visa extension. I don't know what your situation is, but whatever's going on, you're in a mood. Oh boy, is she mad. Like, she is so angry. Chantal's mad. Chantal, tomorrow is your birthday. Why are you angry? Because you can't do a birthday stream? Maybe you have to go fly home to Canada? I don't know, but you're in a mood, and I think the mood is very telling. It's very, very, very telling. When things don't go your way, when things don't go the way you want them to go, you lash out, and you're lashing out right now. And without realizing it, you're telling on yourself. Oh boy, are you telling on yourself? But I'm here for it. I am here for you telling on yourself. I am so here for that. Considering the 3+ years, almost 3 years of you being in Kuwait and giving us this boring nonsense, I'm here for my dessert. And my dessert is watching everything go down and giving my commentary and giving my opinions and just seeing how things play out. And I have a feeling that things are not going to play out very well in your favor, considering all the things you've done over the years, all the people that you've hurt, all the animals that you've hurt. You know, at some point, all chickens come home to roost. At some point, you got to pay the bill that you owe. And I think that's going to be happening real soon. And it's not because I want you to pay the bill. It's not my bill to give to you. It is the bill that you acquired for yourself with the things you've done and the things you've said. This is what you have created. So now you have to deal with it. So, y'all, I'm not reacting to Foodie's live. There is none. I'm not reacting to her videos because why? Why do I react to her grocery hauls? No, we're going straight to the Twitter peeps so you guys can see for yourself just how angry Chantal is. So you guys know what time it is. It is time for the Twitter peeps. All right. It is time for the Twitter peeps. And by the way, y'all, I have done a react to Neo Taro's newest reading on Foodie, which, by the way, is absolute fire. Fire. Anybody not subscribed to Neo Taro, you need to sub up to her. Y'all need to see that newest reading because it is amazing. Well done, Neo. Absolutely well done. I've already got my react done to that, but I'm gonna wait and post it because Neo just released her reading. So out of professional respect, I wait a while before I post my react. I want everybody to go check out Neo's reading first before checking out my react to it later. And you guys can watch the reading on its own and form your own opinions and, give her a like, give her a sub, leave a comment. Tell her that you really appreciate her doing readings on Foodie, And for those of you that want private readings by Neo, you can access that by going to her merch store, and you can get a reading through there. And I do recommend that. But the react will come later. The Twitter peeps are now. So let me just go ahead and switch on over to Twitter. All right. So for any of you that you might be on the Bird app and you want to join me on the Bird app, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Okay, so let's start here with a post courtesy of Ash Renee saying relationship, not marriage. Florida Salt and Sass's translation. Also, don't speak any truth, call out my lies, or hold me accountable, or I will melt down like the overgrown toddler that I am and block you. I will not be made to confront reality. So here's one of the posts that Foodie has done. Let me see if I can blow it up real good so you guys can see. This is one of the angry posts that she did. And it's weird because she's giving a warning to her chat, although her chat has done nothing wrong. She's like shaking her finger and like, I'm warning you, don't make me angry. Like the Incredible Hulk, you don't want to make me angry. She says, I'm also giving a warning that when I go live next and from now on, I am blocking anyone who brings up drama, visa runs, diabetes, my food choices, my relationship, and anyone who is disparaging or negative or just annoying. My channel, my rules. My one and only focus above all else in life is going to be to move away from the toxic poo hole girl world, but they are like dingleberries that won't fall off. I can't control their obsession with me, but I can control the type of people I have in my life and in my circle. And I don't want any drama. And when people come into my chats and tell me what these losers are saying, I always take the bait. So to avoid this, any mention of anything girl world related will be blocked. My content will be boring to the type of people I don't want sleazing around it anyway. Good riddance. Please unsub. So she's essentially putting her own audience, her own subs on notice that she's in a mood. Oh, is she in a mood? Foodie's in a big mad mood. Like I'm like, yeah, don't make me mad. Don't do it. Don't you make me mad. But let me go over this post little by little here. Let's go back over it. This line, I am blocking anyone who brings up drama, visa runs, diabetes, my food choices, my relationship. All of those things she brings up. Like she talks about drama, her drama, anybody else's drama going on other channels. She does this because she needs something to talk about. She doesn't come online prepared with something to talk about. That way, if somebody brings up something in the chat that she doesn't want to discuss, she can just talk her way around it. No, she comes online and, in my opinion, she just turns on a camera and does nothing and waits for people in the chat to throw money at her. And in between it all, she'll toss out her PayPal. She'll mention her PayPal address because she wants money through there too. But she does not come prepared. She doesn't prepare anything fun or interesting to do or to talk about with her subs. There's no new subjects on the table. Like literally, she's just sitting there looking at the clock, looking to see how much time she spent online and figuring out how many ads that Google AdSense will place on her video and how much money she can make from those ads to determine when she should get offline. She's running up the meter, doing nothing because she knows she can. She knows she can get away with it. So no bringing up drama, visa runs, diabetes, my food choices, my relationship, all of those things you talk about, Foodie. You talked about your visa run. You talk about your diabetes. You talk about your food choices. You do mukbangs. You talk about your relationships. You brought this stuff in front of YouTube. You decided to make those things into content. Talking about your issue with food. Talking about BED. Like you're struggling with it, even though I think that's a bunch of rubbish because you're not struggling with it. You lean into it and you use it to make money. You're making money off of self-harm content and all of your addictions, and you expect the whole world to just send their money in and keep them all going. Your relationship, well, you've talked about your relationship. You even brought your supposed relationship on camera. That became a talking point. Like my handsomest man, blah, blah, blah. You brought him to YouTube. Nobody is poking and prying into your life. You invited the world into your life. You put it on video. So the moment you go on a public forum and you put things on video and you put them on a public channel, mind you, not private, you put them in front of the public to make money with it off the public, then the public has the perfect right to give their thoughts, feelings, and opinions about what they're watching, whether it's on your channel, on a reaction channel, on a clip channel. People are entitled to their opinions. If you want to make money off the public, you got to deal with the feelings of the public. And if that bothers you, then you need to take your content to a private forum where only certain people can see what you do. And considering the kind of content that you're doing, honestly, you should be doing that anyway. Because the stuff that you're doing is adult fetish content and you know it. And that stuff needs to be on a private forum. You came on YouTube. You are abusing the platform. You are using the platform for things not intended. You are putting adult fetishes in front of all ages of people, including A minors. There might be A minors who might see your content because it's not age restricted. And you're exposing them to things they really should not see. They didn't ask to see. They want no part of. You're putting things in front of people without giving any information about what the content is. And if you got the food fetish, then put it into a private area where only those who know what it is and want to see it can see it. Don't put it in front of the normal public. It's wrong. Let's move on. She says, my one and only focus above all else in life is going to be to move away from the toxic crap hole girl world is. Foodie, I remember once upon a time you claimed to be the queen of girl world. I remember that. You said, I'm the queen of girl world. And I also remember a time long ago, because I was there. I remember, Foodie, all the way back. Like when your channel was just starting to grow, you were delighted with the ecosystem that sprung up around you in Amberlyn Reed. The fact that people were talking about you, you liked the attention. You were semi-okay with the React channels. You understood, like, hey, bad promotion is still promotion, right? Like if people talk about you, even in a bad way, it gets the interest going. You didn't have so much of a problem with the React channels then, but you had more of a problem later when your money started to go down. But it's not because of anything that Girl World did different that affected you. It's the way you chose to change your content. We've always done what we've always done. Like the reactions are the same as they ever were. The creativity that's involved, putting together React clips, same thing. Now we've not changed our style. It's just that you changed your content. Like you shot yourself in the foot, ma'am. You did. Because you back in the day, you started to raise the bar on yourself, especially during Crackhead Olympics. Like you just got obsessed with being the most outrageous, the most rude, the most profane, gross, feral, crazy, unpredictable person on YouTube. Like you were just obsessed with that. And you saw the money that you were making and you just got obsessed with, I want more money. I want the most attention. I want to be the most watched person on YouTube. So I got to keep bringing the drama. I got to keep raising the bar. You snatched the crown off of Amberlyn Reed's head and you ran with it. But because you raised the bar so quickly on yourself, you reached a point with it all where you hit the ceiling. You couldn't go any higher. You couldn't do anything else. You did everything you could think of. So where could you go? The only thing you could do is go the opposite way. Instead of taking your clothes off, put them all back on. Pretend to be modest. Take a completely different direction, and so you did. But you were fine, sort of, with Girl World until your money started going down, your views started going down. And again, that is not Girl World's fault. We're just simply doing what we've always done. There's nothing different about that. It's just that you built your channel and the interest based on being a train wreck, and that attracted a certain kind of crowd, a certain kind of audience, and Now they expect certain things from you. And if you don't want to do those certain things, that's your prerogative. But just remember how you built your channel and how you got popular. You put yourself in a corner of your own making. Girl World did not put you there. You put yourself there. Like you made your bed. Now you got to lie in it. Let's see. What else? Let's see. I don't want any drama. And when people come into my chats and tell me what these losers are saying, I always take the bait. Correction. We need to do some correction here. You can't blame your viewers on your rage. You can't say that my viewers, you can't point your finger at your own subs and viewers and say, it's because of them that I get mad. They tell me things. You can't say that. You're on TikTok. You're on YouTube. You're on Twitter right now with your little sock account. Girl, you've got more socks than you do shoes. You got socks everywhere. You got socks all day. You got so many socks, you ain't got enough dressers to put those socks in. You feel me? Okay. So, like, you're everywhere. Every place. You got eyes every place. You got snitches every place that sends you things. But beyond the snitches, you like to see things for yourself. And you even made remarks about, oh, the things that people are saying on Twitter, which proves that you're on Twitter. When you got nothing to do, which is often, you're on Twitter looking around. Like, you're a narcissist. Anything with your name tagged, you got to see it. You got to see what that person is saying. If there's something that you did or said in a video or a live that was a mistake, that told on you, you want to know immediately so you can edit stuff out just in case you might be getting in trouble. You use Girl World to find your mistakes, things that you overlooked, things that you weren't paying attention to. But don't blame your chat for your rage. You're a naturally angry person. You need anger management. You got a lot of self-loathing and self-hate, Foodie. You do. You're full of self-loathing and self-hate. You don't like yourself. You're not happy with yourself. Hence the reason why you spend so much time living in a fantasy world, living in the character known as Foodie Beauty. You don't like Chantal Marie. You don't even acknowledge her anymore. You want to live 24/7 in Foodie Beauty. Foodie, Chantal. Foodie Beauty is a character. It is a costume that you put on in front of a camera. But like with all costumes, at some point, you got to take it off. You got to get in touch with your real self. You don't want to, though, because you don't like who you really are. You don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to face reality. Well, reality is going to come crashing through at some point, and it's going to be a shock. It is going to be a shock of a lifetime. You're not going to like it. You're not. So to avoid this, any mention of anything Girl World related will be blocked. Sure, Jan. Sure. Look, we know how you roll, Foodie. We know how you roll. You're saying this to people, like you're kind of gaslighting your own subs right here, right now. How is that possible? Because you're telling people, don't bring this stuff up or you're going to get blocked, blah, blah, blah. But yet I guarantee you're going to bring it up. So you're telling people, don't bring it up, but I promise you're going to bring it up because whatever's going on in the background, it's going to bubble up. It's going to boil over and you will bring it up. If something is going on in the background that is ticking you off, that is not going your way, you got to let all that anger out, don't you? You'll go off on Girl World. Yeah, you will. You absolutely will. So are you going to, when that happens, when you go off and then people in the chat start talking about it, are you going to punish them for them responding to the things you're saying? Is like, Are you going to say, don't talk about that? When you start talking about it, I'm just asking questions. My content will be boring to the type of people I don't want sleazing around anyway. Chantal, it's already boring. Your content is boring. It is. And as much as you hate Girl World, as much as you can't stand us, you really owe us a thank you. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. I'm saying that in a factual way. You owe Girl World a big freaking thank you. Because it's not you that makes your content interesting. It's the reactors. We put more thought and more creativity into your content than you do. And we basically been carrying you on our backs for a while now. You're not even trying to make things interesting. Sitting down in front of a camera, turning it on, eating a meal, that's not entertainment. That's you being a glutton. That's you doing self-harm content. That's you making yourself sick, but it is not entertainment. And if it is entertainment, it's entertainment to the wrong types of people who are in your audience that they're encouraging you to eat because they want to see some kind of a medical emergency live on camera. And they're pushing for that to happen. The people that you might be calling friends and supporters, they may not be your friends. They may want something bad to happen to you, but because they've got friendly faces, that's all you care about. So this is her getting on her subs and issuing a warning. She won't be able to hold herself to this. She won't. Like I'm telling you guys, I just have a feeling something might be going on right now. Some kind of complication with the visa. Something is making her just doggone mad. If things were going smoothly, she wouldn't be this mad. She lashes out like this when something is not going her way. When there's some kind of snag, some kind of fly in the ointment that maybe she wasn't expecting, or maybe she was hoping would not be there, but she's lashing out at people. So keep telling on yourself, Chantal. Angelina Janae says Foodie Beauty is always 5 to 10 times bigger than she appears. She forgets it's the filters that make her look slightly okay. Filters can make anyone decent. Anyone. Foodie Beauty is filthy, smelly, gross, rude, disrespectful, and selfish. Even if she were 160 pounds, she'd still be hot garbage. So if you guys want to see the magic of phone filters, here's a good example. So these were done on the same day, 2 different cameras. So this over here is Chantal's camera. Okay. Look at her face, look at her body. But this is Pete's camera. His camera doesn't have the beauty filters that hers does. Look at the difference in her face and her body. Also, please keep in mind that these pictures, they were done long ago when she still lived at the Canadian villa with Pete's. And that was a while ago, and she's gained a lot of weight since then. So like how she looks here, like she was much smaller here than she is now. But what a difference filters make, eh? In the face, in the body. Yeah. Yeah, Chantal's all about let's cover up the problem and pretend it doesn't exist versus I've got a problem and let's fix it to where it's not a problem anymore. All right, here's another angry post from Foodie, courtesy of Perfectly Imperfect, saying someone is so angry, and right before her birthday too. Milker says, thank you for the content when you said you don't owe us any. So again, this is her lashing out. This is her getting mad, real mad. So Foodie Beauty, here's the post. She says, so I heard through the grapevine, Twitter, that reactors are so desperate to know where I am that they are analyzing the expiration dates on the salad in my most recent video. LMAO. It doesn't strike anyone as, I don't know, odd. I can't. So listen, the only thing I will say about this is think what you want. No matter if I'm on a visa run or not, or if I'm secretly flown to the moon, I owe you weirdos nothing. I can dip from the internet whenever I want to and not have to explain crap to you, weird, obsessed, lonely, no life having strangers on the internet. Got it? Okay, good. Now you can make content on this. You're welcome. I will, and I am. Thank you. FFS, it's like throwing scraps to hungry dogs. Chantal, look, I don't know where you are right now. You could be in Kuwait, for all I know. You could be in Saudi Arabia, still on your visa run. Wherever you are, whatever is going on, what you could be doing, since if you are doing a visa run, I'm sure that you didn't drive yourself 8 hours across the border. Salah is with you. Today is the 27th. Tomorrow is your birthday. Why aren't you spending some quality time with Salah? Like the night before your birthday, just the two of you and doing something together and like just like decompressing. Don't you need some decompression time? Because you've been stressed out. I know you've been stressed out. You've been telling on yourself with the food. You are stressed out. Hello, hi. Food addict in recovery, looking at someone not in recovery, I see you. All that overeating, like massive overeating to the point of making yourself ill repeatedly. Girl, what? You're making yourself sick. You're over comforting yourself. You're giving yourself so much self-soothing. That self-soothing is making you sick. You've lost control. There's no more steering wheel. There's no more gear shift. That carb destruction is driving itself and it's driving right into a wall. And you're not even trying to jump out or stop it. You're staying right in that vehicle. But it's the day before your birthday. If you don't care what we say, why don't you just not care? How about just not post anything for a few days and come back? Obviously, you're all over the internet. Obviously, you're on Twitter and TikTok and YouTube and watching people's live chats and videos and making yourself mad before your birthday. Why are you doing that to yourself? Like, why? Why make yourself mad if you don't have to? You're mad. Girl, you are so mad. I've never seen anybody like you. Going out of your way to get mad. I got a theory, Foodie. Like, because I used to know and be involved with somebody like you. I had a toxic ex who had a lot of your traits. He felt the most alive when he was angry, and he liked to be in the middle of drama. And he had what I call the walking wounded syndrome. Have you ever heard of it? You probably haven't, so let me explain it to you. The walking wounded syndrome is when you got somebody that, like, there's always something going on with them. Like they're sick or they're hurt or there's some kind of drama and like they're in a circle of chaos of their own making, but they have to get on the phone or get around people and become the center of attention with their problems, with their burdens, with this chaotic energy. And the walking wounded syndrome people, they never will come forward and say, I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. I'm having a good day. I'm really, really good today. You never hear that from them. There's always something wrong that they have to complain about, and they will keep you on the phone for hours. They'll be in your face for hours complaining and grumbling and da-da-da. Like they'll wear you out. They'll drain you dry with that chaotic, negative energy. He had the walking wounded syndrome, and so do you. You wear people out. You drain people with all that negative energy. You never have a good day. You're never happy. And you don't know, or if you do, you don't care how exhausting that is. You just expect everybody to give up their time, their energy, their focus to pay attention to all the nonsense around you. Like you're not about giving, you're about taking. So to be the center of attention, you do it with negative means, being angry, lashing out, making posts, making videos, when really you should just stop. You really should just stop and center yourself. Get grounded, get your head on straight. Stop living in this world of delusion where you're trying to sell us this mirage, this illusion, this window dressing of a fake, phony life that makes no sense, that your audience doesn't believe, girl world doesn't believe, not even you believe. It's very obvious this life that you put in front of us, you're not happy. You are not happy. You're not happy with it. You're not happy with the fact that people can see through the lies. That really bothers you. That people can see through the lies and they don't believe the set of lies, the web that you have woven. That people are coming along and with a pair of scissors and like snip, 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 snip. They're cutting the strings. You don't like it. Like you're not a successful web weaver. Sorry. Just be real. Be real with yourself. Like this life in Kuwait, it was a fantasy for you. But you can't say it. You won't say it. You can't just be truthful and say, hey guys, look, I've been in some bad relationships. It didn't make me happy. And I wanted to know what it would be like I wanted to have the marriage experience without actually being married. I wanted something as close to what it would be like to be married to my dream man as I could. And since I haven't found my dream man yet, I found some guy and we struck up a deal. And I wanted to live in Kuwait and experience that life. And he could just show me around. Like, you won't come forward with the truth. No, you came up with a set of ridiculous lies that nobody believed. And you have spent furious amounts of anger defending those lies, like digging your heels in. And the feeling is that all of this is coming to a close. All of it. And you know what? Even though it makes you angry, this is the best thing for you. Because if you take a moment and you look in the mirror with yourself, you're going to have to admit that it's not been the best for you. You've experienced a lot of misery in Kuwait. And as much as it sucks for you to change the scenery, to let go of the comfortable window dressing that you created, and you got to make something new. And I know you're hating that. Like, this is the best thing for you on all fronts. It is. Like, it's time. It's time to come home. It's time to just let this thing with Salah go. Let him go. He don't want to be near you. He's miserable. You're miserable. Why continue this crap? Narky says, no one is analyzing anything. You showed us the date. In your haste to have something to pre-film before your visa hop, you made a mistake by showing the date-stamped items up close. Own your stupidity. Victim mentality is so annoying. Right, like, Foodie, hey, get mad at yourself. You chose to make the content. You chose what you put in the content. You got lazy And once again, you went back to the food. You're like, I can use food as content. You went to the grocery store. You've been to the grocery store more than once. You know that some of those items have a date stamped on them. And you also knew that in girl world is full of eagle-eyed people. Okay, this ain't your first rodeo. It ain't. It ain't. You know that we're going to pick up on little details that we're always looking, always examining. Why are you mad? Why are you mad that you were so hasty to put something out that you forgot about the dates on the food? Like, you can't claim ignorance here. You can't say, I didn't know, I forgot. It's been, what, 8 years you doing content? Girl, you should have known. You should have been paying attention. Kristen says, even if it is true, it's just as good as an admission when it comes to Foodie Beauty. Right. There's always a tell with Foodie when she says, show, where's the proof? That's a tell on her. When she's doing a live or something and she goes, where's the proof? She's telling on herself. Where's the proof? That is a Foodie tell. Where's the proof? You can't prove anything. Enigma 2025 says, let's see who brings up any topics first. So be sure not to bring anything up. There's absolutely nothing to talk about if she refuses to talk about anything of this. You can't talk about food? What can you talk about? Because she has no life other than food and drama. Yeah, so food is on the do not talk about list. And drama is also on the do not talk about list. Although when she goes live, what does she talk about, y'all? Food, drama, other people's drama. Oh, she's very happy to talk about other people's drama and insert herself and attach herself to anything going on, whether it's Amberlynn Reed or the locale live drama. She don't care. She's kind of stitching herself to things that don't involve her to include herself so that she seems a bit relevant, like she cares. Yeah, she does that. So, like, you know what? I'm looking forward to your next live, Foodie, with these new rules, because I would like to see, what are you going to talk about? If you're not talking about food, you're not talking about drama, no talking about girl world, no talking about the reactors, what are you going to talk about? Are we going to get something new? Is there going to be a completely new set of subjects? Hey, I'm all for it. Bring it on. Because all the other things we just mentioned, you talk those things to death. So bring on the new and the fresh. Bring on the fresh milk. I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to it. Florida Salt and Sass says, translation, also don't speak any truth, call out my lies, or hold me accountable, or I will melt down like the overgrown toddler that I am and block you. I will not be made to confront reality. Yep, that's pretty much a translation. D. Angry Scott says, from here on out, there will be no chatting in Foodie streams. She's here blaming the chat for bringing this to her attention when she's not been live, but has been sitting reading Girl World Twitter or watching reactors. Great point, D. Angry Scott. She ain't been live in a minute. So why is she getting angry at her own chat if she's not been live? Like pointing the finger at her own subs and saying, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. All of you people are to blame when she's not been live. Why are you getting mad at your own subs for, Foodie? How could you possibly get mad at your subs if you've not been live? There's been no live chatter. You're telling on yourself. You're on Twitter. You're on YouTube. You're watching the live chats. You're reading the tweets like I'm doing right now for this React video. You're getting mad because you're making yourself mad. You're making yourself big mad. Are you serious? As block yourself? No, excuse me, block everyone and talk to yourself. Well, she kind of does that anyway. Honestly. She kind of does that anyway. Honestly. You know, like when she's got a live chat going, she's not focused on like keeping up with the chat and answering as many people as possible and coming forward with subjects to talk about. She lets the chat lead the chat. Like she waits for them to bring stuff up, and that's what she talks about for a couple of hours, and looking at the clock to see how many ads maybe Google AdSense is placed on her live to figure out how much money she's going to make, and then she can just go and do nothing all day. Yeah. Ghost Crab says, I don't know how else to say this, but Chantal literally defecates in her pants during lives and hysterically laughs about it, but now can't go live because she claims to have a stomach bug. The visa run lies get more and more uninspired. Yeah, interesting thing about that, y'all, about the stomach bug thing. So according to Foodie, she's had a stomach bug twice. So she complained about a stomach bug, and then like the following day talked about another stomach bug. How did you get two all at once, Foodie? You know what I think? I don't think you have a stomach bug. Like I'm following the pattern of your behavior based on the lives that have been leading up to the ones that you did. And I have been noticing that more and more, like you're having massive B moments. Seriously, like I don't know what's going on in the background, but your eating has been kicked up into high overdrive. You are literally eating until you make yourself sick. Absolutely sick. Like I don't know what your normal intake of food is, but I'm getting the feeling that you get nervous, you get upset, and that just exacerbates the problem even more. So you eat more food because more and more you've been getting sick from the eating. And that's something that never happened before back in Crackhead Olympics. Even if you sat there and ate for 4 hours straight, you didn't feel sick. I remember like you literally sit for 4 hours and eat a bunch of food after taking a bunch of edibles. You weren't getting sick then, but you're getting sick now. So either A, you're eating more food than you've ever eaten, or B, your body is at a point where it just can't put up with the eating like it used to. Like it's just your health is so bad that your body is fighting back. Maybe it's a combination of the two. Maybe it is, but I don't think you got a stomach bug, mama. I think that you're having massive B moments off camera, and you're self-soothing too much. And it's not soothing you anymore. It's making you sick. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's see. Okay, let's break up the Chantal stuff with something cool from Interesting as F. A mother rabbit hides her babies to protect them from danger, takes them out of the hiding place, feeds them, and then secures them again. So I guess like rabbits out in the wild, this is how they protect their young. When a mama rabbit has baby buddies, she has them and she has a burrow. She puts them in the burrow. She goes out and she gets her food. She'll come back, feed her babies, and then put them all back in the burrow and like cover it up to keep the predators away from the babies. Smart. Give it to Mama Bunny. Like she is smart. She's like, okay, like feeding time's over. Everybody back in the hole. I'm going to cover it up. Who knew that bunnies were so smart? Clever, very clever. All right. Let's see. Tracy says, haha, someone is big mad, possibly because we aren't as dumb as she thinks we are and knows she's on a visa run, or maybe she's having trouble with said visa run. I'm starting to think that too. I really do. And like I said, Chantal tells on herself. She lashes out when something's not going her way. She doesn't direct her anger at the person or the situation where it belongs. She'll misdirect it somewhere else at somebody else. So she's going all the way off. Why? And let's think about this for a minute. just because the reactors clocked her on the visa runs, and just because the reactors might have clocked her on the dates of the food, would those two things together make her this mad? Would that warrant the anger in her post? I don't know. I don't know if little minor details would make her have a meltdown. I don't think so. Like, there's way too much anger here for a couple of minor details. I mean, I would think that being the level of, yes, I'm aggravated, but I'm not all the way mad. She's all the way mad. So there's got to be something else there. Something is fueling this fire. It's not dates on meat. It's not people bringing up the visa around. Like, she's bothered by something else. She's really bothered. Sandy Quesadilla says, Frenchie talked about this Tuesday. Today is Thursday. You've been busy, Foodie? Doing something that might interrupt your internet access a bit? Traveling, maybe? She might. Maybe, you know what? Maybe, just a theory, y'all. Maybe Chantal is having complications with her visa, with getting approved. And she's angry because if she's having complications with her visa, she might not be able to be back in the Oceanside Villa in Kuwait to do her birthday stream. Like, she really wants to do that birthday stream, if for no other reason, because she's expecting a lot of super chats. She thinks that, oh, she can just go live on her birthday and people will throw money at her. And she's mad because maybe something's going on. And she's like, I want to go live on my birthday and make a bunch of money. And this nonsense going on is going to interfere in that. Like, it's going to mess up her plans to kind of capitalize and monopolize her birthday. So maybe that's why she's mad. It's just a theory. I got no receipts, just a theory. Enigma 2025 says, also, why is it when she does go on her quick visa runs, she returns with posts like this? Her content lives will be boring because she has nothing to discuss other than her visa runs, her food choices, diet, etc. Yeah, like I said, you're taking out all this stuff you normally talk about, Foodie. So what are you going to talk about? You want to talk about something new? I'm all for it. Like, you always talk about food and the reactors and what's going on with them and other channels and your childhood stories and blah, blah. All that stuff's been talked to death. It would be great if you talk about something new. It would be absolutely great. Bring something new to the table. I'm all for it, but I don't know if you can because you're not doing anything. Okay, something positive from BNS, just a big baby trying to help. So y'all check out this bull. Bulls and cows, they're just puppies that can sometimes give us milk and beef. But look at this bull. The bull's like, I want to help. I want to help with the farm work. Look, I'll help you. I'll spread all this stuff out. Like, bulls are funny. They're just big old puppy dogs with horns. That's all they are. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, I hope you are stuck at the border and Salah isn't picking up your stalking calls. I hate a lying liar who lies. I don't think she'd be able to go to the border without him driving her there. I just can't see Foodie driving 8 hours plus all by herself. I would think, given her health issues, the fact that she can't turn her head, the fact that her vision is not so good, I would think she would need someone to drive. It would be safer that way. It would keep her safe. It would keep people on the road safe. I honestly think he went with her. If she drove across the border, then that means he drove her there. And considering what's going on with Foodie, I'm glad about that because she is not a safe driver. She's absolutely not a safe driver. So I think he went with her. Enigma 2025 says, do you mean to tell me that she feels better 24 hours later? It's always a sickness she puts on the act for during visa runs when it's only a few days. She wouldn't have shown the plane ticket if it wasn't. I wonder if she overstayed her welcome now. I don't know. Also, before I forget, I just want to put this out there because I know some people from different channels might be filtering over here. There might be Beezers subscribed to my channel, just checking out my content. I'm just going to put this out there for everybody. So Chantal's on a tourist visa. Now, if Chantal gets, say, stuck in Saudi Arabia or Kuwait, if she does get stuck, if they say, no, ma'am, we are not going to approve your visa, or even if they do, if Chantal gets online and she starts that begging, e-begging nonsense, or she tries to get in front of people and say, guys, I'm stuck in Kuwait or Saudi Arabia. I need money for a plane ticket. Let me just tell you something. She's on a tourist visa. In order to be approved for a tourist visa, you must have a return ticket. That is non-negotiable. That is part of the policy. You cannot go to Kuwait and be a tourist without a return ticket, because Kuwait wants to know that just as you arrive, you have a way that you can leave when you're supposed to. So if Chantal dares to get online in front of you freaking Beezers and she tries to say, oh, guys, I'm stuck here and I can't leave, don't believe her BS, okay? She's already got a ticket. She had it before she even got across the border to Kuwait. That is a requirement. Don't believe her. She's got a ticket already. All she has to do is use it if she wants to use it. So just beware that if she tries that begging BS and says, I need a return ticket, I'm stuck here, help me, don't help her. She's got what she needs. She's got it. She's got a ticket. If she tries to beg for plane ticket money, she already got it. Okay? She's got the plane ticket. If she gets money, she just wants extra money in pocket, but she's got the ticket she needs already. Just putting that out there. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you guys can, anybody that's curious, you can go online right now and look for yourself about the requirements for getting approved for a tourist visa. You will see for yourself that to be approved, you need a return ticket. It's got to be purchased along with the ticket to get to Kuwait and the visa. Got to have both. Got to have all that. All right, so let's look at these pictures. Here's Foodie saying, I think I have a stomach bug or something right before my birthday. Or what if that ground beef gave me something? How would it give you something? You just purchased it. You just purchased the beef. How would it give you something? Unless you were an idiot and you took it home and you put it on the counter and you left it there for hours and hours like a dum-dum, and the bacteria and stuff started to build up. Maybe. And that's on you to not put protein away to where it won't spoil. But it's funny that the stomach bug is happening right before your birthday, right during your visa run. Very, very sus. Here's another one. Feeling a bit better, guys, but I'm going to rest up so we can have a birthday bees tomorrow. So these were like the later posts. Okay, so you guys can see right here. She wasn't angry. She wasn't angry here. Like she just said, I'm not feeling well. But she seemed to be in good spirits here. What happened? What happened between these posts and the angry post that I showed earlier? Like, did something happen? Did she not get approved? Did they say, no, ma'am, we're not giving you an extension? I don't know. All right, this does not have to do with the visa run. I don't know how many of you have seen this clip, but it is disturbing. And it has to do with something that Chantal said And it's really creepy. It's really, really sick. The Chantal talking about she wanted to breastfeed other people's kids. So for those who haven't seen the clip, let me play it for you, courtesy of Fondue Pondu. And is it Sab? Saying, reminding everyone that Foodie Beauty said she wants to breastfeed random babies. Could have just stopped at babies being cute, but no. Had to say something extremely disgusting instead. Never change, Foodie Beauty. Let's watch the clip.
Babies are cute. Babies, when I see a baby, honestly, I get like an instinct. Babies are cute. Babies, when I see a baby, honestly, I get like an instinct and I just want to like hug them and breastfeed them, I swear.
You know, I've never heard anybody say that. Like, I have heard people say, babies are cute, children are cute. I wonder one day if I'm going to have kids, or I would love to have kids, and I bet it would be a joy to be a parent. Never have I heard anybody besides Foodie say that they want to breastfeed other, like, random kids. That is an absolute first in my world. Like, and knowing the kind of person that Foodie is, that's just perverse. That's nasty. Like, having these thoughts of breastfeeding other people's kids. Like, I'm not taking that in a motherly, I wish I were a mother way. I'm taking it another way, and it feels gross. It absolutely feels gross. Like, what? You need your head examined, Foodie. Yeah, you do. All right, here's something funny, courtesy of Nature is Amazing. Saying, I had no idea rabbits had so much attitude. So y'all think that dogs and cats have attitude? Well, it looks like rabbits do too. Look. Look at these rabbits having attitude. Look.
Like, I'm sorry, you're mad, but you can't just jump out here.
And when bunnies get mad, they stomp their feet. Oh!
Get down.
Look at them. These rabbits are little boogers. Look at them. Attitude. Bunnies are cool, though. You know what? I used to know someone that raised up a bunny with a couple of dogs, and the bunny would play with the dogs. And then myself, like, the ex that I had, there were two, like, miniature collies, and we had a ferret, and the ferret would play with the dogs. Ferrets are funny. You know, the different species can play together and coexist. Hey Girl Hey says, Foodie Beauty, it'd be a real shame if you missed going live on your birthday for all that sweet super chat money. I guess hiding your visa run is more important. I believe so. And she's going to be angry if she gets turned down for her visa, or there's a delay and then she can't go live on her birthday. She's going to be real mad about that. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, you mean the very thing you spoke about in your pre-recorded mukbang today happened? Sure. Hope you are stuck and can't get back into Kuwait. Keep buying time to not go live. Predictable. You know, it's just a game of wait and see, y'all. Let's just be patient. What will happen will happen. Everything will be revealed. We just have to be patient. It's coming. Everything's coming out. Everything's coming. We just have to wait. We'll get our dessert. I promise you. We will. Patience, everyone. If we wait, the dessert is going to be very, very good. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be luscious. Julie says, someone is trying to create interest with these stupid posts. You know, like she's trying to create interest for herself. She can't go live. So she's still trying to stick around and like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, we know you're here, Foodie. We know. We're aware. Don't fence me in one says, If she got into the country and then Kuwait won't let her back in, now that would be content, wouldn't it though? That would be something. Absolutely something. All right. What do we got here? All right, I want to show something here. Like, I want to show, for those who haven't seen it, because it was on Twitter. Those of you that have watched my reacts, Foodie has raged repeatedly about the spreadsheet. May I please just show you the spreadsheet in question? And this was made by Del Pondu. But this is courtesy of Sandy Quesadilla reposting it. But if you want to know what's got Foodie's panties all in a twist, here it is. So Del put this together, like the list of all the times that she, flew out, came back, flew out, came back. All they did was just simply put it into a spreadsheet as a way to keep track of when she goes there and when the visa is up and when she's either got to go to Canada or go somewhere else. That's all they did, just list it all down. This is the spreadsheet in question. This is it right here. This is what's got Foodie so mad. This is the spreadsheet that she keeps talking about. I want to show it to you. That's it. All right, looking. And perfectly imperfect. And again, this is part of what Foodie's angry about. Perfectly Imperfect says, great catch. Another clue that Foodie Beauty is vlogging old content because she's on a visa run. The salad she bought was made in the 23rd with a sell-by date of the 25th. We all know how she likes her good fresh. So this is the detail that Girl World caught, like right here. Right here. Like, she showed this to the camera. She held it up for the camera, like, this is what I got. And I don't know, maybe she was in such a hurry to make content that she forgot about the expiration date. But yeah, people noticed it, remarked on it. Now she's mad. She's real mad. Oh, and since we're here, I know this is like a Foodie Beauty thing. Have I heard that Amberlynn Reed is starting to do the tarot cards? Yeah, I heard. I heard that she did her members only live and she was kind of doing the oracle cards, but she was really sloppy, disrespectful with it. And also she pulled a few cards and told people to read their own cards, which is nonsense. I'm waiting for that live to go public so I can react to it. Yes, I am. I'm keeping an eye on it, but I have heard about that. Not happy with it at all. All right, and I'm going to pre-warn you guys. I'm going to pre-warn you guys. I'm sorry you have to see what you're about to see next, but at the same time, you need to know it. This has to do with Julia and BBJ. So, in a recent live that Foodie did, Foodie looked like she was pinching Julia. The pinching thing, it is nothing new for Foodie. It's something she's done in the past to poor little BBJ. In the clips I'm going to show you, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And I know that's going to be hard for those of you that have pets, that you love animals. It's going to be hard to watch. But it's just a reason why Foodies should not have pets. But I'm showing you this clip, courtesy of Draven, saying people have questioned what Chantal is doing to Julia in her diet lasagna mukbang. I can tell you, she's pinching her. That's how she punished BBJ for the same. A cat already in pain. And you know what? I'm going to blow this up. Again, I know it's going to be hard for some of you to watch, and I apologize for making you upset. But whenever Chantal comes online and she tries to act like Snow White and friends with all of the animals in Kuwait, and oh, I love animals and I love my cat. She doesn't love animals. She uses animals and she exploits animals as props to A, get attention for herself, B, connect with people in her audience that love animals. Like she's giving off the appearance that she cares about something other than herself when she doesn't. Animals are just living props to get attention for herself and to help her make money and make it seem like she's not a horrible person. But you guys are going to see evidence just how horrible she really is. And you know what, Chantal? I'm blowing this up so everybody can see, bitch. Yes, I am. And I don't care if it makes you mad. I don't care. You shouldn't have pets. I don't care if it's a cockroach. You shouldn't have an animal around you. But let's watch the clip.
Honestly, I don't feel safe with her being in FFGs. Who knows? This person is sadistic. They're willing to do all these
And credit Twitter, Out of Spoons One. Credit to them, and Clocked Raven.
disgusting things. You don't know if she pinches BBJ when.
Did you guys catch that? She was very specific. So you don't know if she pinches BBJ. Where would that come from? What? Where did that come from? How did you get somebody pinching a cat out of anything? Sounds like you're talking from personal experience of something you've done, Foodie. Something you've done to BBJ. It's really weird how you picked out pinching something when you've done it to BBJ.
Like, you don't know what she does to BBJ behind the scenes.
We know what you did in front of the scenes to BBJ. We saw you do it. And Clocked Raven is saying, that's oddly specific, Chantal. Yes, it is. Could it be you who physically hurt BBJ this way? Oh, yeah. Okay. Context, backstory. This is Chantal during Crackhead Olympics. This was back during the NADS era. Back then, she was high all the time. She was doing a live stream, camera in front of her. BBJ is about to walk across the counter in front of the camera. And she gets mad about that and she punishes BBJ for doing that. Like she just gets mad at her just because the cat does what cats do. They walk on things. That's all the cat did was just walk across the counter. Now watch this. Watch her face. BBJ was forced to climb onto the counter for wet food and affection. Yeah, because Foodie fed the cats on the counter, not on the floor, on the counter. What was that, Foodie? That face. That looked malicious as hell. It didn't look like you were kidding around with BBJ. You squeezed her, you pinched her. An elderly cat who now we know was already sick, already ill. All she did was just walk across your camera view. You could have picked her up and gently put her on the floor if she was in the way, and you chose to pinch her. Fuck you, bitch, for doing that. And you think you have the right to be around animals? You suck. You suck. And that's why if there is karma coming, if there's something coming at you, if the chickens are coming home to roost, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Like, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. You're going to have to reap the bitter harvest from the toxic seeds that you decided to put in the earth. You're going to have to deal with it. Like all the hurt that you've given people, all the hurt that you've dished out to animals, it's coming back. It's coming back. You see BBJ correct herself and begin to back up, but Chantal pinches her with both hands anyway. That poor baby. Leaving the cat to hobble off the counter in the other direction. And you saw the shadow of BBJ like move across, hobbling away. You must have really hurt her. You bitch. You bitch.
To do all these disgusting things. You don't know if she pinches BBJ when, like, you don't know what she does to BBJ behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know that was hard to watch, y'all. I'm sorry, but for those that don't know, now you know. For anybody who might be a beezer from Chantal's channel over here, like maybe you're subscribed to my channel to keep an eye on things for Chantal. Like, let it be known. It's not Chantal's weight who you got a problem with. She could be as heavy as she wants. We don't give a crap about that. It's about who she is. She's a horrible, evil person doing horrible, evil things, and you just saw one of them. We talk about her for a reason. She's problematic. She's abusive. She's just vile. Her weight is her issue to deal with or not. But she decided to get on YouTube with her problematic, abusive behavior and showcase it. And so because she did, we have a right to our thoughts, our feelings, and our opinions. Since she's in front of the public, she's got to deal with the public. And if she doesn't like it, if it's too much, there's always the option to go somewhere else private and do what she's got to do there. But she doesn't want to do that because she's greedy and she wants to make money and she wants as much attention as she can get. That's why she's not on Twitch. That's why she's not on OnlyHands. She's nowhere else because she gets the most amount of attention on YouTube. Well, if you want attention, you're going to get it. And if you're problematic, if you're vile, yes, people are going to have things to say. They're going to have opinions. They're not going to support somebody acting vile. They're going to call it out. They're going to have their criticisms, as well they should. And again, if she doesn't like it, she can leave. She can leave. She can go. All right, moving on. Let's move past that a little bit. Let's take a deep breath. Enigma 2025 says this was filmed right after she did that live stream because she has the same abaya on. And that December ticket was a return ticket, which is why she still has it. Exactly. For her to be a tourist, she needs a return ticket. So if she gets on live, if something happens with her visa, she gets denied and she can't stay in Kuwait anymore. And if this person comes to her viewers and says, guys, help me, I'm stuck here, don't believe her. She's got the ticket already. Don't feel bad for her and send her money. She's got the ticket to go home. She can go home right now if she wants to. She's got it. She's got the ticket. Aw. Gatos Fazenzo. This is the Mona Lisa with a kitty. Look. That is precious. Mona Lisa holding a cat. I approve of this art. I approve of the art. Like, hey, I'm an art lover and a cat lover. That works. Like the two put together, what could be better? What could be better? All right, so that's it for the Twitter Peeps catch up and react. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.